Hello, it is day 7 of Nano, and I do not feel good. I had some stomach issues overnight that mean that today I feel sleep deprived, and I have a kind of tetchy tummy, which I have exacerbated by drinking a lot of coffee in order to meet with students for 2.5 hours like I needed to do today. So I'm back home now. I am gonna drink some water and take a nap and snuggle with this kitty. You gonna be my nap buddy? Yeah, you're gonna be my nap buddy. And then try to get some more stuff done this evening when I feel better. Hello. We're on day 8 of Nano now. My nap yesterday didn't actually help that much, and I think that rather than my stomach problems being, you know, bad reaction to one meal, it's actually like a bug of some kind, because I was still feeling really crummy last night and still feeling pretty crummy this morning. So I canceled my class today. I've been sitting here with my computer to answer any emails that come in about that, but I'm about to make some lemon ginger tea, because that often helps my Tums, and then try to do some grading. I did get some writing done yesterday over the course of the day. I think I got something like 1,100 words or something, which isn't great, but I'm not behind yet. I had gone over my perspective word count enough times that I'm not behind. I'm only a few hundred words ahead of where I would like to be, but I'm not behind. So I'm gonna work on this grading that I gotta do, and then try to write some, I guess. I don't know. I made some applesauce, because applesauce is good for an upset Tums. And so this morning I sauced some apples, but I haven't eaten any of it yet. So I think I might have some of that too, along with my tea. Well, I finished the grading that needed to get done today. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna get any writing done. I just don't feel good. It's fine. So I'm gonna chill out for a little while, and I don't know, maybe get some writing done today, maybe not. And if I don't, that's okay, because my overall well-being is more important than the sense of accomplishment that I get by hitting that word count for the day. So I'm gonna watch some Death Note. I really hate the idea of 0 word days, so I wrote for a while, and I got nearly 1,400 words. A lot of that was planning, I realized I had gotten to a point where I didn't really know what I was doing. And I think what I'm maybe gonna focus on doing is I have some really significant conversations in the second act that I know need to happen, and I'm less sure about how I'm moving between those conversations, so I think that I might start by just like getting those big conversations out of the way and then going back and trying to stitch it together. I am a little behind schedule at this point, but I had planned for tomorrow to be a 0-word day, and I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I will not be happy with that because I don't really have other work I need to do right now, so I'll probably write, and that's good. So we'll see how that goes. Hi. We're now on the 9th day of Nano. I'm feeling back to my old self, and so I'm gonna try to write 2,000 words today. That's today's goal. Originally the plan was for today to be a rest day, but considering the way things have gone the last few days, I think I want to write. I just, you know, I'm taking a break from other work stuff, so might as well. I mentioned last night that I did a lot of like outlining work last night. So where I am in the story right now, I've been following Rachel Stevens' plot embryo formula. And it comes in kind of 8 parts. I'm gonna link to her video above. But chapter 1 was really covering this first section where you kind of establish the character, who the character is. 2 is the need section, and this is also thinking about like the call to adventure or the inciting incident. So that happens at the end of chapter 2, closing out act 1. What happens with my character though is that there's some time that passes between the inciting incident and her actually going out to answer the call to adventure. You might think of this in terms of typical hard-boiled detective novels. You've got the case that starts the novel, that ends up being, you know, quickly solved, but there's something about it that like keeps like nagging at the PI until he decides that he's gonna follow up with it. And normally like that whole thing happens over the course of maybe one night of heavy drinking, and then he decides he can't stand the idea of a woman in trouble and goes out to, you know, figure out what's going on or whatever. That's kind of the point that I'm at right now in the story, except that rather than that occupying one night of heavy drinking, my main character, Therone, passes about 2 months of trying to not think about the case. And I do that for a couple of reasons. Part of it is because of the Athenian festival calendar, which is deeply influencing my plot, and part of it is a character development thing. So I think what I'm gonna do, because right now I feel kind of at sea with figuring out what she does during those 2 months, I'm actually gonna jump ahead today and work on the I guess maybe you could call it like the second inciting incident, or this is the incident that results in her picking the case back up again. So oddly enough, it's probably going to involve some heavy drinking. So that's what I'm working on today. I'm also gonna keep doing the Harry Potter word crawl stuff because that's been very motivating. And yeah, I think that maybe mapping out that scene and then going back later and trying to figure out, all right, how am I gonna get from, you know, 2 months previous to Haloa is the festival that is happening that serves as the second inciting incident. So I'm gonna work on that today and hopefully get a lot of good writing done, because I am feeling much better, which is good. Okay, so I got hung up for a while because my character started doing something and I wasn't sure how I felt about the direction they were going. So I ended up like getting, I don't know, like just really hung up on this and kind of anxious and stopped writing for a while and texted some friends, and I finished watching Death Note. I have watched all 37 episodes of Death Note yesterday and today. But I came back after dinner, sat down, and kind of kept going with what my character seemed to want to do. And it's worked out okay. I wrote 2,048 words tonight. I could keep going, but I think that's also a good sign that this is a good stopping point because I can pick up tomorrow. I kind of left it at a little bit of a like major revelation, and now my main character needs to like figure out how she feels about this kind of thing. So that's gonna be where I pick up tomorrow. This is a really fun scene to write, just because it's a festival with like a lot of drinking and obscenities, and it's just fun. It's the kind of stuff that I like, drinking and obscenities. It's like when they say write what you know, usually you think like I'm gonna write about my hometown, but what it really means is like write about ancient Athens and draw on your love of drinking and ritual obscenities. So this vlog has been longer than a daily vlog, but that's cool because sometimes you know, get a stomach bug and then you have to figure out getting everything back on track. And I am feeling pretty good about how I've gotten back on track. I am now, my ideal goal for where I would be at this point was to be at 16,000 words, and I am now at 17,800. So I'm ahead of the game, which is good because I'm sure I'm gonna have more bad days coming up eventually. So I'm just gonna keep working because I'm still having fun. So